está pidiendo calor. Sube esa oco. Oh, oh, oh. Sabe que me funde con tu piquete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Esos movimientos me tienen loco. Oh, oh, oh. Me gustaría tenerte de frente. Playa, arena, sol, calor, sentí tu sudor. Yo lo que quiero, playa, arena, sol, alcohol, contigo mejor. Sube el saoco, tú me tienes loco. Contigo me foco, cuando yo te toco. Yo no sé qué pasará, lo que tu mirada me dirá. ¿En qué será que tú pensarás cuando me tengas de frente si tú me besarás? Yo no sé, dime tú, ¿qué es lo que? Dame la luz. Yo soñaba con una como tú. Yo no sé si esto es un déjà vu. Yo no sé, dime tú, ¿qué es lo que? Dame la luz. Yo soñaba con una como tú. Yo no sé si esto es un déjà vu. Yo no sé si esto es un déjà vu. Yo no sé si esto es un déjà vu. Sube esa oco. Oh, oh, oh. Sabe que me funde con tu piquete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Esos movimientos me tienen loco. Oh, oh, oh. Me gustaría tenerte de frente. Playa, arena, sol, calor, sentí tu sudor. Yo lo que quiero, playa, arena, sol, alcohol, contigo mejor. Sube esa oco, tú me tienes loco. Contigo me foco, cuando yo te toco.
Simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one. Too many problems, I'm already lost, yeah. My baby, I do. I miss you too many nights. I miss your colorful lights. I think I love you too much. I miss your blueberry eyes. Fine, fine. I play the memories over, over, over. Just tell me, mama, I'm trying to keep it in sober, sober, sober. Oh, simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one. I keep stepping off all times I'm loving over. I keep wanting you too long. I keep tripping on myself, thinking you're my lover. I've been way too long. Honestly, baby, I can't tell you why we can't be standing by each other's side. I wanna know my true feelings inside. Give me some time. Oh, oh, we'll bring it in a simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one. Simple, simple, simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different, different, different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one.
2 minutes. Did I do this thing right? I think I did. Bro, YouTube is so fucking poo. The hell? Bro, I was going to check the fucking quality of my stream, and then I got a fucking ad. What? What are we doing? Okay. Dude. Okay, good. My stream actually isn't fucking lagging. That's cool. Love that. Bro, I don't know what's been going on, but like my shit's kind of like been stuttering just a little bit. Like at least like the past like couple of streams, shit's just been stuttering. It's making me tweak. Also, I hear a fucking chihuahua outside. Shout out to the chihuahua. It should be fine, bro. Like, if that shit starts like rendering again, I'm just gonna fucking crash out, bro. Oh. I think it's okay. Bro, on like days like today, it's just like impossible to like set up everything beforehand. So I'm kind of like trying to make a few things. So like, I didn't have a chance to fucking make all of the okay. I don't even know if this shit's fucking loud. Is this shit loud? Turn the shit down a little bit. I didn't get a chance to like actually like make the tier list fucking things. So I gotta try and do that real quick. And I don't know how many I'm going to go. I'm not like 100% sure yet. I think I'll probably end up doing like at least like 4. I'm gonna attempt to shoot for a nice clean 4, a little flaccid 4, if you will. Everyone's favorite. Honestly, the only thing that could top that is a flaccid 3. Where's my shit? Okay, so on my like YouTube bullshit, it like says this shit is lagging. Hold on, I'm about to fucking crash out, bro. Honestly. Jesus, bro. Okay, I don't know, man. It was fucked as fuck. Wait, Dot, are you in here? I don't know if this shit's lagging or not. Like on my YouTube shit, it says it's lagging, but like on my phone, it doesn't really look like it's lagging. At least like from what I could tell. Shit's tweaking, bro. Shit's like actually tweaking. Also, this fucking blue light seems a little aggressive. Oh, seems a little aggressive. Bro, like in other news, Yeah, so okay, this might be a little bit weird, right? But like, bro, you guys ever just like take the like I don't know, like a massive fucking shit, bro? Like I do earlier, no bullshit. Bro, I took a shit that was like longer than my wiener. And like oh man, this might be like this might be heard in probably the wrong way, right? Or it might sound slightly sus. But when you take a dump and you have a turd that is like literally longer than your wiener, you kind of have that thought in the back of your head that is kind of like, hmm, maybe I could take a couple back shots for some money if I could shit out something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like in like literally the most straight way. But like, not, I mean, like, not the dick. Well, I guess if it, well, okay, in like the most straight way, if something like that could come out of me, then something that big could probably go inside of you, right? And you'll be okay. Maybe. I don't know. The thought kind of just came to mind because like people always say like, hey, it's like that constant fucking reminder or that constant question that gets like asked in circles, you know, different like friend groups, and basically it goes like, hey, bro, how many back shots could you take, or yeah, how many back shots could you take if for every back shot you took from a dude, you got like $10,000 or something like that? And then like people are like, bro, like don't stop until you're done, or like you're gonna have to pull him off of me. um, in like in a straight way, in a I don't know, man. In the most non-sus way I could probably explain that. uh, all right. Today, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of rankings and then a little bit of tier list as well. Also, I need to like put in the Discord at like some point to just actually like make a schedule. So I think I'm going to go with like Tuesdays and Fridays at like 6 p.m. till like max like fucking like 10 p.m. Or I guess on Fridays it doesn't really fucking matter considering it's gonna be like the weekend. But I want to attempt to have a schedule again. I don't know if it's gonna be a great one. I don't know how it's gonna work. Things might change. But I definitely need to make like an announcement in the Discord before I forget. I'll just do it later. But I'm debating if I should have like music on in the background while I'm doing the tier list. I don't remember, dude. It's honestly, it's been like such a long time since I've like even done one of these. I don't remember if last time I had music playing in the background as I was doing them, or if we just ended up putting music in like post, if you will. All right, fuck it. You know, okay, I'm gonna end up just turning on the music, and then we'll just like add the music in like post when it comes to like these fucking things, because I don't really know, and it's a lot easier to like just add some music in post than it is to just fucking like go and have music while you're actually doing the damn thing. Yeah. All right, we'll just like forget about all the back shots I'll be taking, and we'll just lock in, right? we'll just like we'll just pretend it. I never said anything. All right. Those were just thoughts that were just flowing through my membrane at that moment in time. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. Pause. Pause. Okay. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. Okay, I'm gonna try and do my best to, like, I don't know, not leak my browser history, because that could probably initiate a certain series of conversations in which I should probably have with a therapist, or I don't know, a counselor. Um besides that though, all right, guys. Today we are going to be tier listing every Marvel movie. Okay, let me specify. Fuck. Let me specify. There we go. Sometimes English language is very fucking hard. This is why I always failed it in grade school. Anyways, moving on. Every single Infinity Saga Marvel movie. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta let that tip roll off your tongue. Um, we're gonna be ranking these from simply perfect to actually great to all around mid to literally fell asleep and just never seen. All right. Look, honestly, look, I know Infinity Saga ended like almost what feels like 4 fucking ever ago. I understand this. I know it's been some years. It doesn't matter that it's been some years. There's still like a couple I just haven't fucking seen, and probably just never will because of how bad the reviews were, and just I don't know, just non-interested, if you will. All right, I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm just gonna start from top left, and then end with. I believe this is. Is this not Endgame? What is this? What is this? No, this is Endgame. Okay, this is Infinity War. Okay, I guess we're gonna end with Infinity War. Anyways. All right, starting off with Ant-Man. I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard about this movie coming out, okay, I feel like I should also preface by saying I am not a comic book fucking nerd. I'm a person who just like absolutely watched the movies, and I don't know, I'm just one of those kind of people. Marvel enjoyers, if you will. So don't fucking come at me for not knowing every single thing about these characters. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just watch a movie. If it was good, it was good. If it was shit, it was really shit. I have no connection towards any of these characters, so I don't know. I feel like with like some comic book people or readers, they'll have like such deep connections with these characters, and like it'll influence and give them a bias when it comes towards their movies. You know what I mean? Like if someone like read Ant-Man and then watched the Ant-Man movie, they're like, oh my god, this shit was like the best fucking thing in the world. And like Ant-Man could have been an absolute heaping pile of garbage. Um Anyways, Ant-Man, man, honestly, look, I think going into like Ant-Man, I didn't really have any high hopes for it. But if I'm being totally honest, I think Ant-Man is actually a great fucking movie. I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed Ant-Man. I thought it was fucking hilarious, especially Michael Pena's character. Bro, that guy was fucking hilarious. And like the chemistry that those two had, like Paul Rudd and Michael Pena had, was an absolute dynamic duo of just greatness and hilarity. For that, I'm gonna give it actually great. The first Iron Man. I mean, this is just peak, bro. This is just fucking peak. How does like the line go? Yeah, the fucking bad guy's all fucking mad. I don't even remember the bad guy's name. That's how much of like a non-nerd I am. He's just like, bro, you can't build this. Tony Stark built this in a fucking cave, you shitter. Something like that. Something about banging his mom. Something about hot milfs 3 miles away or something like that. Thor fell asleep. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. The Thor, like Thor 1 might have been one of the most boring like movies I think I've ever seen. I can't put this in never seen because I have seen some of it. I've actually never finished Thor 1. Call that fucking crazy, call it whatever you want, bro. Every time I try and watch this movie, I fall asleep. This is like if I ever just want to like take a nap, maybe I'm feeling tired, I'm a little restless, I can't go to sleep, just cracked a fucking Red Bull an hour before I went to sleep, can't do it. I'll throw on Thor and I'll go to sleep instantly. I don't know, man. I don't know how people really feel about that, but that's just me. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man 2. I'm gonna be honest, this kind of felt like a major downgrade from the original Ant-Man. I don't really know what the fuck happened. Like, I'm not gonna say like it was absolute shit, right? But I'm not gonna say it was like absolutely like a dumpster fire. You know what I mean? I think it's just all around mid. By the way, the fell asleep category is basically going to be like the absolute like plumber. Like, I don't know. I think every single like Infinity War Saga movie isn't even necessarily like absolute shit, like bad. You know what I mean? This is why like I didn't even put like a super shit category because honestly, they're all kind of decent movies in some way or another. Just some are just so fucking boring and like on that borderline of just absolute dumpster fire that you just can't actually make it through. Like just bad. Honestly, I should change this from like fell asleep to just couldn't finish or something like that. Should I do that? Let's change it. Let's change it real quick. Real quick. Real quick. I like couldn't finish. Did I spell finish right? I don't know. Who cares? Okay, Captain America. What is it? The first one. What is it? The first Avenger or something like that? Something Avenger. Honestly, I'm not. Oh man, I'm not gonna say this one is simply perfect, but I will say it is actually great. That might be a controversial take because I know a lot of people absolutely love and adore Captain America: The First Avenger, or I believe it's the First Avenger. But like for me, I don't know, man. Like I would have liked a lot less dialogue and monologuing a lot, and I would have liked a little bit more action. I feel like there was only like action really at the end of the movie. A lot of it was just a lot of like expose. And I know what you're thinking. Like, duh, no shit, numb nuts. They have to introduce this character. Yes, I understand. I know. At the same time, I want to see something fucking happen, man. I want to see someone, I don't know, fucking scrawny getting buff off some like reverse Ozempic or some whatever steroids. There you go, reverse Ozempic and steroids. There you go. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This one, I'm not gonna lie, and now this might be a controversial take. I think Winter Soldier was kind of peak. I'm not gonna lie. I think like this movie had so much action in it, and I just simply love all the action and the fight scenes, like the little CQB moments that all of them had were fucking phenomenal. I don't know, and maybe it's just because Black Widow and that motherfucker, you know. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of that skin tight reason or another, but I don't know. I think it was really a perfect movie for the time. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is gonna sound crazy. When I first watched Guardians of the Galaxy, I fell asleep. I couldn't finish it. I I don't know why. I think it took my third time watching it, or maybe my second time watching it, to where I actually finished it. But when I did finish it, I thought it was actually great overall. I can't say this movie's perfect. It does have a very, very, very slow start, but the middle to end game of this whole movie is absolutely phenomenal. I will say that. Captain Marvel. I just think this is mid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like this shit, I'm not gonna say like this shit was ass, but like this could have been so much better. I don't know if it's just because of like the actual like hero herself. It feels like, to me, I feel like she should just be able to just do any and everything, which I understand that doesn't make sense. But in my mind, she's basically like fucking Superman or something like that, or like Superwoman, you know, like super strong, has all this fucking strength and abilities, yet kind of gets milly rocked a lot of times. And you're just like, how the fuck are you getting milly rocked right now? You have so much power. You know what I mean? I don't know. For that reason, I just thought it was like an all around mid movie. What is this? Guardians 2. Yeah. I don't I think Guardians 2 is kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think out of every Guardians movie, Guardians 2 might be my least favorite, if I'm being totally honest. I think I know Guardians 3 isn't on here, but I think Guardians 3 is my favorite one. Part 1 would be my second, and then I think part 2 would be my third of the trilogy. I don't know why. I think it was just like the final villain just being like a planet just kind of felt kind of like stupid, if you ask me. I understand. I don't know. And like, don't get me wrong, like the whole like Yondu shit and Yondu dying and like all that emotional moment and everything was super, super cool. Other than that, the whole movie is pretty forgetful for the most part. Like if you asked me what the first half of this movie entailed, I couldn't tell you a single fucking thing. All I could tell you is that in the end, Groot fucking plays Nintendo for the first time or some shit, and then Yondu dies. And that's the only thing I remember of the movie, if I'm being totally honest. Iron Man 3. This might sound kind of strange. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, wow, that's instantly mid. Um, yeah, for me, I'm not gonna say it was perfect. I'm not saying it's anywhere like on Iron Man 1's level, but I will say I thought it was actually great. I thought, like, personally, I think 3 is better than 2. I know that might be a crazy fucking thing, but 2 seemed so fucking boring in terms of like action that it makes like 3 look like part 1 in terms of like ranking, if you will. Like part 3, him actually fighting everything he created was just so fucking cool to me, bro. Him like 1v100ing like all of his fucking suits was kind of dope for me. Him getting attacked in his own home, kind of dope. Him like basically just dying, kind of dope. I don't know. That's just me. Spider-Man, Far From Home. I'm not gonna lie. Oh fuck, dude. Okay. I think this one's actually great. I'm not even gonna fucking front. There are a lot of scenes in this movie that kind of like, I don't know if it's just because it's different, right? Because like when you see like every other Spider-Man is just in like New York. This one, he's in, I don't even know where the fuck he is. Bro's in France, Barcelona. I don't really know where. Fucking let me know. Like I said, it's fucking semantics, bro. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, I don't know if it was just like the change of like scenery that kind of like made this movie almost feel eh, so much different than all the rest, and like made it stand out as much. And the fact that like Mysterio was in it and like that shit's just fire as fuck. But I don't know, man. I think this movie all around was just great. MJ finding out that he's actually Spider-Man. Like I thought that was like really cool, like a whole little like storyline, if you will. And then the fucking Peter Tingle, that was cool. Thor: The Dark World. If I'm being totally honest, I've just never fucking seen this movie. After not being able to finish Thor 1, I was like, there is no shot I'm gonna put myself through that misery again. I learned my lesson. For that reason, I just didn't even bother attempting to watch Thor: The Dark World. I don't know. Boo boo. I don't know. Avengers: Age of Ultron. Bet you didn't see that coming. This is gonna be tough. This is like, part of me wants to say this movie is simply fucking perfect, if I'm being totally honest. There's a very thin threaded line that this is either fucking simply perfect or just actually great. Oh man, I think it's perfect. I don't know, man. Like it was, Ultron as a villain was just fucking peak. That's all I gotta say. Like, bro, the whole end scene of them just trying to like defend a literal fucking city that is floating in the sky is just kind of fucking dope. I don't know like how else to say that. Um, Obviously, like I can't go into like every single little nuanced detail, primarily because like there are just a lot of things that I see and I don't see it as like a comic booky, you know, if you will. But just as like a film in general, I just thought the show was like so dope. Avengers 1. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think Avengers 1 is just simply like fucking perfect, bro. Like, there isn't a single thing in this movie that I actually would change. You know, a fucking rogue Hawkeye or mind manipulate fucking Hawkeye under Genjutsu uh was such a fucking dope thing. Hulk versus Loki, absolutely iconic, if you will, bro. Ragdolling him. Um, and honestly, the introduction of this team was honestly beautiful. It was so good. Civil War. You wanna know what's crazy is that I saw this movie for the first time like a year ago, I think, or maybe like 2 years ago, something like that. It was such like a sleeper. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I never watched it. I think it just kind of like slid under the rug in terms of like movies. Like I love Marvel, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need to go see every single Marvel. Especially like during this time. During this time, I was like in fucking high school, bro. I had more things to worry about. Like I don't know, women. But I will say, when I went back and finished this movie, I thought it was actually great. Or should I put simply perfect? I don't know, man. Fuck. This movie's kind of iconic just because of the fucking airport scene, man. Like, if we're talking just airport scene, it's kind of perfect. But then, like, fuck, I gotta put perfect. I don't know, man. It's I can't put it with these movies because it simply is just better than these movies. Endgame. Hmm. Hmm. If I'm being so dead ass, right? Look, if I'm being so dead ass, and this is just a full, complete bias fucking moment, I have to put this on actually great. Primarily because Iron Man dies. Say what you want. I don't care. I didn't want Tony to die. Crock of shit, bullshit. There was probably another way. Steven was wrong. I don't know, man. Crock of shit. It made me so fucking sad and depressed. I didn't want to. I, till this day, have never seen Endgame again. I saw Endgame one time in theater, and I've never seen it again. Not yet, at least. Maybe one day when I feel like crying like a fucking child, then I'll go back and watch it again. But till then, it's just gonna say actually great. It's not perfect. I wanted Tony to just like, I don't know, ride off into the sunset and I don't know, be a pop-up bear. But that just didn't happen. So fuck that movie. Doctor Strange. This might be like crazy, and this is like almost like borderline simply perfect. But I think I have to put it actually. Yeah, I think I got to put it like actually great. I'm not gonna lie. This one was a sleeper as well. Surprisingly, I've seen this movie like at least like 5 times, which is almost like a lot more than I've seen like most of the Avenger movies. It's a really great fucking movie. Actually has the rewatchability. Is it perfect? I don't know because like the first half of the movie, I feel like nothing really happens, which kind of sucks. But like the story of the movie is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like amazing story, but when it comes to like action and things actually happening, not so much until like the later half of the game, you know what I mean? Second quarter, if you will, or third quarter, if you will. And for that reason, I don't know. I can't say it's like perfect. I like movies that just kind of have like this consistent stream of like a beautiful story and action at the same time. Um, this is Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming. If I'm being honest, it took me such a long time to finish this movie. I don't think I was able to finish this movie until the third time watching it. And I think it's just all around mid. I think Homecoming is for sure the worst live action movie, worst live action Spider-Man movie ever fucking created. I don't know like who in that whiteboard meeting thought this was gonna be a great debut for this character, but it was a crack of shit. That was so fucking terrible. Oh my god, that movie was a snooze fest. Um, what is this? Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, Thor Ragnarok's kind of mid, bro. I don't look. There is no. Oh man, now it just looks like I'm a fucking hater, right? Oh my god. Look, I have no hate towards Thor. I just think his movies are like a little lackluster in comparison to everyone else's. Is that hate? Fuck, that might be hate. Damn. I don't. Dude, okay. I don't think anyone can actually complain that the first and second movie or like anyone can actually say that the first and second Thor movie was good. I don't think there's a single person on the planet who's like, wow, that shit was dope. I will say Ragnarok is the best Thor movie, but I still think all around it was just okay. Like I never watched a single moment of it and was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening right now. There's no way someone thought of this shit. This shit go cray cray. I was just like, okay, that was fine for a one-time watch. I've watched it once. It took me a couple tries to like actually finish the movie. I watched it once. I'll probably never watch it again. Hopefully. Um, this is Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, if I'm being totally honest, I mean, that one's like free. I think that one's just all around mid. Introduction of Black Widow, amazing. But at the same time, I just feel like the villain in that movie was kind of poo. I don't know, man. I just wasn't feeling a Russian gangster as my main villain. I don't know. Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton edition. Wait, is part? Wait, oh fuck. Is this the one with the abomination battle? Oh my god. Wait, my brain's actually fucking rendering right now. If this is the one with the abomination battle, I think this one is an absolutely great fucking movie. I'm not gonna say it's perfect by any means, but like if this is the one with the abomination battle, bro, that abomination battle was a fucking masterpiece. I don't care what everyone says. That shit was so cool to see. Motherfuckers boxing in the middle of Brooklyn or wherever the fuck they were with cars. Come on, son. What are we talking about? That was cool. What is it? Black Panther, bro? I'm gonna be so dead ass. This movie took me the most to actually finish. I actually just watched this last week, primarily because I knew I was gonna do this tier list, and I was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna force myself to sit down and watch this movie for like 3 or 4 times. I don't know, for like 2 or 3 times. I started watching this. I just fell asleep. I just got bored. I just couldn't fucking do it. Um, After finally seeing Black Panther for the first time last week, which is I know absolutely cray cray. I think it's an all around mid movie. It is for sure like a skippable movie, you know, kind of like these two, like for sure fucking skippable. Um, if I'm being honest, and this might be a crazy fucking diss, but I think Black Panther is the equivalent is Black Panther is the Infinity Saga's Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania. You know what I mean? Like Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania in the Multiverse Saga was absolutely mid as fuck. Everyone thought it was gonna be so good, and then you watch it and you're like, this is so meh. You know what I mean? You're like, I could have skipped this shit and been okay with my life. Black Panther is the Infinity Saga version of that atrocity. That's what I will say. And then we have Avengers Infinity War. This shit was just perfection, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was so fucking good. So heartfelt. They lost. I love when heroes fucking lose. It's like, switch it up every now and again. These motherfuckers always win, man. Let me see them handle some loss, like some real loss. And this was one of the first, like, superhero movies that I've seen heroes lose. That was amazing. By far, Infinity War is my favorite Avengers movie, hands fucking down. I don't care what anyone says. That show is fucking perfection. And yeah, that is every single movie, every single Marvel movie tier listed. And I don't know. I know a lot of people are gonna fucking like blame me for it, but like some of these things, like I said, I'm not a comic book fucking nerd. I don't have any biases towards any of these characters. This is just like straight up movie for movie, whether it was good or not. Some movies are absolute dog shit, bad writing, and you just gotta call it like it is. Some movies are just fucking boring, and that's why I ranked it I ranked it. All right, I don't know. Blame me in the comments, I guess. Fuck, I don't know. Hey Onion, how you doing? Scream 7 was the best movie ever. I think I saw Scream 7 last week. I think I saw Scream 7 last week. Or like the week before, something like that. I thought it was okay. I'm not gonna say it was like the best movie ever, but I do think it was okay. German football is going crazy. Wait, in Germany do they play like football or do they play like football? You know what I mean? I actually don't know. Wait, is America the only country that actually plays like pigskin football? Is, is that real? I'm actually curious. Not you though? Wait, what? I gotta switch this. Which one do I want to do next? Honestly, we'll do this one. How's your day going, Onion? Onion, are you still playing DBD? DBD is insane. I mean, this one would be quick. Maybe we could do a couple of the quickies, if you will. Alright. La 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 la. Do this. Pause this. Do this. All right, guys, we're gonna be tier listing every single battle royale game. At least like the ones that I know about. We have 14 battle royales here, and these are, I don't know if this is like absolutely all of them, but this is like all of them that I'm absolutely going with. We're gonna be ranking them from peak, actually amazing, had potential, absolute poo poo, and I think there's maybe like one or two on this list that I just just never played. I never really gave a chance. It just never really interested me, if you will. I will say, though, almost all of these battle royales, if you will, I've put in hundreds, if not thousands of hours of my own poo life into these games. So I can say, without a doubt, that I have, let's just say, experience in these matters, right? I don't know if that absolutely, I don't know if that like accounts for like anything in your brain, but like let's just say I kind of know what I'm talking about. Hey, Clark, how you doing? I'm playing Apex right now. New Gundam skins peak. I'm not gonna lie, I never saw them doing a Gundam collab. That's kind of weird. Well, that might be on par, maybe. All right, let's start. I think we're going to start right to left. I think we'll finish off with Apex and we'll start on the Warzone side. If I'm being totally honest, oh man, this one is quite difficult, if you will. If we are talking OG Warzone before Warzone fucking 2 or like whatever you want to call it came out, everyone knows the OG map, Superstore, dropping hot every single fucking game. When this thing first came out, bro, fucking Bruin, Car 98, MP5, Dead Silence going crazy. Like, this game was fucking phenomenal when it first came out. But now Warzone is a heaping pile of dog shit that I wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot wiener in my hand. Don't ask me why I have a 10-foot wiener in my hand. We don't talk about what happens in Vegas. I think I'm going to put it under had potential, right? It was peak in its prime. Nowadays, right, we're just going to talk current. It had so much potential. They fucking ruined it. I will never forgive Call of Duty for doing that to us, but it is what it is. This is Spellbreak, a little magic. I believe it was like three teams of like three. I played like 3 hours of this game, maybe 4 hours of this game. I'm not gonna lie, this was one of those games that just felt too easy. Like, you guys ever like have that in like Battle Royale? Like, I want like Battle Royale to kind of have like some challenge. I don't know if there just wasn't any sweats on when this game first came out, or like maybe just not that many people were even trying it. But when I played it, I just feel like it was a little bit too easy, and there wasn't like any challenging like aspect of it. And for that reason, like I don't know, man. I gotta say it was kind of poo. I don't even know if this game is still like active or live, but I do know it like it wasn't absolute like I don't know, man. I didn't have a terrible time, but like I never wanted to play it again, and that's a bad sign. This is Rumbleverse. I never fucking played this. If I'm being totally honest, I didn't even know Rumbleverse was a thing until maybe like last year. I saw like a fucking TikTok clip of a guy bouncing on some dude's chest, and it looked like fucking Brawlhalla or some shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck this thing was. I couldn't get down with it. Realm Royale. This might be crazy. I think Realm Royale is actually amazing. I put in so much time on this game when it first came out. Now it's such a dead game, bro. But like back when like Shroud and everyone was playing it, like when it first came out and they were hosting like so many different like tournaments, bro, this game was fucking popping. It was such a fun game. It was like I don't know, like fucking Fortnite without building and had like some magical aspects of it. I don't know. I mean, granted, you had a fucking horse that you were able to hop on and off, but still, I just thought it was like so fun. Um, PUBG. I think this goes without saying, bro. If you are a FPS gamer, or like a fucking gamer in any single sense of the matter, and you don't think Players Unknown Battleground is a fucking masterpiece, regardless of how it is now, you're fucking crazy. Bro, till this day, I still go back and play this game. That's how fucking good it is. When I think about going back and playing a battle royale, I always say, bro, let's hop on PUBG. And no one is like, no, fuck, that game sucks dick. They're like, let's go loot for half an hour and then get one gunfight. Bro, the gunplay in this game is some of the most sad like the gunfights. Let me reword that. The gunfights in PUBG are some of the funnest gunfights I've ever had in any fucking video game ever. I don't care what anyone says. This shit is absolute mountain peak. This is Naraka Blade Point. If I'm being totally honest, I always meant to try this one, but it just kind of felt like can someone tell me is Naraka a mobile game? Like it just really it gave off mobile game vibes, and I just never played it because I thought it was like really just like a fucking mobile game. So I just never even bothered giving it a chance. I'm not exactly sure if the game is still alive or if it actually is like a PC game or what is it? I don't know. I never got the chance to try it. Probably never will, if I'm being totally honest. But it looked okay, I guess. Hyperscape. Wow. Gone but not forgotten. This was a game that was alive for maybe 2 months. I remember playing the closed alpha of this game. I remember applying and actually getting sent codes and playing the closed alpha, the closed beta, and then when the game came out, by the time you even got a chance to play it, they were announcing that they were shutting down the servers. I was like, holy fuck, bro. I was like, did no one really fuck with this game? This was the most fast-paced FPS, or this was the most fast-paced BR I think I've ever played. The movement in this game was so like fluid and light, and bro, you were fucking sliding and bouncing and like the the amount of like powers and upgrades that you could like find and pick up that could change your movement and your traversal was in fucking insane. And honestly, I thought overall like the TTK was beautiful. I don't know, man. I actually really liked Hyperscape. I wish they would have gave it a fucking chance instead of just killing it immediately. So for that reason, I'm gonna say it had potential. I think if this game was out today, it would probably be amazing because there's always like those comp players that just love super fast movement and like split second thinking, and that's what this BR is all about. H1Z1. I never got to try this game in its prime. When I tried this game, it was like a fucking wasteland. I could never get a full lobby of 100. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because like a lot of the player base had already left by the time I had a PC. I never get to try it in its prime. I've watched a lot of gameplay, and honestly, like I think it is actually amazing. I can't really know though because I only played maybe like 5 matches of this game, so I can say it had potential, right? Like I don't want to say it's absolute poo because I didn't think it was bad. I just don't think like when I actually played it, there was even a player base to even play against. You know, like I almost felt like I was playing against some fucking bots or something. I'm not sure. Bro's not reading. I'm reading. I'm trying to finish. In I'm reading. Okay, moving on to Fortnite. Bro, Fortnite in its prime. I'm talking first 3 seasons of Fortnite was some of the funnest battle royale gaming I've ever had the pleasure of like having. Um, but if we're talking today's Fortnite, this is I'm being like so honest. This is a skill issue. I can't compete anymore. The first 3 seasons of Fortnite, no one was really going crazy. Now you shoot a guy one time, he'll build you a fucking 8 room, 2 bed. I mean, a eight bed, fucking 6 bath house mansion right before your very eyes. Um, I can't fucking compete with that, bro. I'm an unk now. Fucking 8-year-olds are absolutely default dancing on my grave. I can't compete with these kids. So for that reason, like if we're talking now, Fortnite, I think it's absolute poo. But in its prime, it was peak. So do we like middle ground that and just say like had potential because that this had potential to be like the best fucking thing ever, except for the building. And I know you're thinking just play no build, dumbass. Yeah. They're just better at that too. I don't know, man. I have so much bloom and trying to shoot my weapons. It's fucking gnarly. I don't know. It's a skill issue. It comes down to a skill issue. I'm just gonna be so honest. I'm just gonna put it absolute poo. It's a skill issue. We'll just call bias on that one. I'm not sure why Fall Guys is in here if I'm being totally fucking honest. Technically, it's a BR, right? Because you're fighting for that number one spot. You're trying to live out of 100. So technically, it's a BR. Um, I fucking Fall Guys is dick. I don't care what anyone says. This game is fucking shit, and that's not a rageful comment. That I've definitely won a game of Fall Guys in my life. And I never really rage quit this game. I definitely never rage quit this game. Fall Guys is just shit, bro. I don't care. If I wanted to play as the Teletubbies, I'd go play with well I I guess I had to go play with my younger self, but I think that's still a little incriminating. That might be a little illegal. Um I would just go watch the Teletubbies. Okay, this is Cursed um aka Cuisine Royale. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Cuisine Royale, fucking amazing. It's so stupid. It's so like, it's so unique. It's a great fucking game. Okay, maybe I haven't played it since they rebranded to Cursed, but back in the day when it was Cuisine Royale, I thought it was fucking funny, bro. Bouncing around in like bunny shoes was the funniest fucking thing ever. I don't care what anyone says. Blood Hunt Masquerade, or maybe was it just Blood Hunt? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could have gotten down with this one personally. Ah, man, and I know like so many people love this game. Blood Hunt is peak. I see. I don't know, man. For me, I played it for I think a couple days, and maybe it was just because like I just kept getting dicked on, and like people's movement was just insane, and like once again, it might have just been a skill issue. Um, I didn't really like the whole aspect of like having to go and like suck off some dudes in the middle of a fight. Like I hate sucking off dudes. And like as like a vampire, like when you needed health, you'd have to just go find this random dude and like bend him over and then try and get back into a fight. Like I just thought that was so shit. I didn't really like that. So like for me, it's kind of poo. Um the movement though was kind of cool. I will say that the movement was very unique. I did like that. The gunfighting, I didn't really like the gunfight. It just felt like it was a little too loose for me. I like mine a little bit tighter. Um, for that reason, I just think it's absolute poo. I'm sorry. I know that's crazy. All right, this is Call of Duty Black Ops. This is Blackout. I know I just heard that they're bringing back Blackout 2.0 in the new uh Call of Duty update, if you will. And I really hope I just might play it because Blackout, I'm not gonna lie to you, was absolutely peak. Dude, these okay. I feel like people fail to like actually understand just how ahead of its time Blackout was. Like Blackout, dude, uh, a massive BR map, multiple weapons, multiple kits, grapple hooks, fucking underwater fighting, zombies, Easter eggs in the BR map, challenges to unlock playable characters from completing like super specific things. Bro, like there was literal like there was literally Verruct in the map. You could go and literally have like a round of zombies in Verruct, get a ray gun. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? That shit was so cool. And as like someone who is a fan of the franchise, it catered to so much players, like so much like nostalgia. And it was just an all around great fucking game. I don't know, man. To me, Blackout is peak. There's not like a lot you can say about it. It's just peak. Apex Legends. Dude, Apex Legends single handedly in like 2019, 2020 took over my entire fucking life. Say what you want, bro. Apex Legends is fucking peak. Apex Legends is a game that you can go back to even till this day and still have so much fun with, regardless of like meta change, regardless of like new maps and everything. The game is like, and I haven't played Apex in like maybe a year or two. Wait, okay, wait. Someone tell me. Okay, the last time I played the legend who had a sniper. I don't know, bro. She's like the if we were talking Rainbow Six Siege, she's like the Cali of Apex Legends. She has like a fucking sniper and some shit. That was the last time I played. I don't know if that's a crazy long time or not. But like that was the last time I played. And when I last played that, I actually had a crazy fucking good time. I don't know. Like, was I getting shit on? Yes. But at the same time, I was having a great fucking time. Like, because I was winning some fight. Like, I don't know, man. It's a game where like even when you're dying, you're still kind of having fun because the battles are so hectic that it just makes it so interesting. You know what I mean? Like you get that little flutter in your fucking heart. Your heartbeat starts rising because there's so much shit going on. You're having to make so many like split second decisions. I don't know. It's a really great time. For me, I think Apex is peak. Like I said, I don't really know how it is now. But peak is peak, bro. It can't be terrible. Apex is only good half the time, in my opinion. Right now, it's peak. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just peak, and that's it. That's all the battle royales here listed from peak to never played. If you guys would place the any other game in a different slot, let me know in the comment section. Yes, yes, yes. Good game, good game. That was like a little short one. That was like a little short one. Something for the boys back at home. You know what I'm saying? The boys in the back shaking their ass. What do you mean? Congratulations on breaking the world record and being the longest yapper. Okay, look, I read that in the moment. At the same time, I was like, bro, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Bro, I need to play. Oh wait, her name was Vantage, right? I think her name was Vantage. I think it was Vantage. I'm pretty sure it was Vantage. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't know why. Like, I just remember that right now instead of like, I don't know, when I was doing the actual fucking tier list. But beggars can't be choosers. Okay. I think I'm gonna do like 3 more tier list. Not tier list. Okay, wait. 3 rankings. I'm gonna do 3 rankings. Let's see, shall we? I think we do this one. This one's the shortest, and then this one, and then we'll save this one for the end, because this is gonna be a very controversial one, I feel like. Sorry guys, look, I know I am not responding as much. At the same time, I'm like trying to record some videos. Well, I guess I know what you're thinking. Well, then why don't you just record? I don't know, man. I do like, I feel like I do so much better when I'm streaming, like rather than like when recording. I don't know why. I think because like when I'm streaming, it's like, okay, it's like live. You have to be like for the most part locked in. Whereas like when you're recording, you could like fuck around, just go take breaks, you know, like slack off, if you will. But in a stream, you can't really do that, because then it's just like kind of weird. I mean, you can, but the fuck are you doing then? PUBG India pretty consistent on top stream on YT. I should already read that. I bet. Melee PUBG. When I mean football, that actual football. Okay. Germany, we have a league called the Champions League, which is that have the best football club in Europe, and I'm Bayern Munich fan, and Bayern won against Bergamo from Italy with 6-1. Is that like insane? Wait, is 6-1 insane? All right. Let's stop the music, shall we? All right. All right, guys, we're gonna be ranking every single Gears of War game. I know what you're. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Hey, imposter. It says fucking tier list. I understand that. I'm using the tier list fucking website maker, whatever the hell, and I just put numbers on the shit. Okay. I don't ask me why. It's just what I did. Okay, because I just like the aesthetic. It's super cool, super nice. Whatever. You should probably wipe your ass. Make that make sense. Anyways, we have 11 Gears of War games here, and if I'm being totally honest, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go. Gears of War is an absolute what's the word? Okay. Gears of War is like an absolute loved and hated game at the same time. Like I was trying to think of like a word for so loved but like so hated by so many people, and I don't really understand why. You know what I mean? I don't really think there's a word for it. That's why I kind of got like a little tripped up. Also, my vocabulary isn't exactly what's the word, expansive. Anyways, I think we're gonna start with Gears of War 5 and then end with Gears of War E-Day. All right, this is gonna be a quick little ranking for the boys back home. Gears of War 5. Oh man, if I'm being totally honest, I don't think Gears of War 5 is necessarily the worst Gears of War. I don't think it's anywhere close to being great though, bro. Like, I don't know. I go back to Gears of War 5 every now and again just to play a little bit of multiplayer. But like, dude, Gears of War 5 just really doesn't feel like Gears of War. And there's always this debate of newer players saying that Gears of War 5 is so much better than the OG Gears of War, primarily because of the movement. Just because they want to like literally fuck air and never actually take cover in their movement, because they can't do that on the OGs. They think the OGs are fucking ass, and that is not the case, bro. Like the OGs were just realistic. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a fucking boomer, but like Gears of War 5, I'm gonna put it at rank 10. I'm gonna save the last spot for one Gears of War that I think is just absolute dog shit. And for that reason, Gears of War 5 is going to be coming in at number 10. This is Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Now, I know I have basically 3 versions of the original Gears of War, but let's be honest, each one of them is different. If you are a avid Gears of War player, then you know each one has its own greats and its dicks. It's absolute fucking terribleness, and I don't know, man. Feats and faults. Feats and faults. We'll say that. All right, Gears of War Ultimate Edition. This is the first remake of the original Gears of War. This gave us the I don't know, man. If I'm being totally honest, this was a revamped Gears of War 1, played exactly. The only problem I had with this Gears of War or Gears of War Ultimate Edition was that they never really added anything new to it. You know what I mean? Like, it literally felt like all they did was remake the game, make it look a little bit prettier, and then upload the shit, and then just said, "Hey, um, can you guys pay $40 for this Gears of War?" It just kind of felt like a slap in the face, primarily, and the I don't know, man. And then I feel like the Nasher could have been so much better in this one. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I will say this is the first Gears of War that they introduced the missing PC or the missing section, the campaign section. I believe it was Act 5, the missing Act 5 section that was only played by PC players. I don't know why they never put it on console. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe like someone could inform me on that. But this Gears of War introduced that missing section. So as a kid, Gears of War 1 came out in like 2005 or 6. As a kid, I played this, never knew that there was an extra section in my campaign. Not till Gears of War Ultimate Edition came out and I replayed the campaign that I looked at the section, or like I started playing the section. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I don't remember this. I played the original campaign multiple times. I would have remembered this part. So I later looked it up, and of course they added in the PC section that was missing from consoles. So I guess they did add something in, and for that, I guess we can't put it super low. I think I'm going to put Gears of War Ultimate Edition somewhere in like the middle. I think I'm gonna put Gears of War Ultimate Edition at like 6. This is Gears of War Tactics. This is basically Gears of War Exile for those of you that don't know about the unreleased game. This is basically Gears of War Exile. I think I gotta put this one at 11. Primarily because like this just isn't fucking Gears of War, bro. Like, I don't even know what the fuck Gears of War Tactics is. Like, this isn't Command and Conqueror, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with this. Um, this is kind of stupid, in my opinion. Gears of War Reloaded. This is the latest release of the Gears of War franchise, and if I'm being totally honest, I have so much fun with this one. I feel like they made like the mistakes that they learned from releasing Gears of War Ultimate Edition, they kind of like made better with Reloaded. Now, a lot of people hate Reloaded primarily because it's literally just the same fucking thing as Ultimate, just re-released. But honestly, I feel like the hit registration is so much better, and I feel like the devs actually care more about Reloaded more than they did Ultimate Edition. Like, I feel like if I remember when Ultimate Edition came out, the devs released it and then just did no updates. So problems that were happening within the game just weren't even getting addressed, and the community was just like, "Bro, what the fuck is going on?" But like with Reloaded, and don't get me wrong, I haven't really played this Gears of War in maybe like 2 or 3 months, just because there's so much shit coming out. I feel like the problems that the community are having are actually getting addressed, or at least like a response. You know what I mean? Um, I think I gotta put Gears of War Reloaded at 5. I mean, slightly better than Ultimate Edition. And don't get me wrong, it could be better, but it's Gears of War, bro. Gears of War Judgment. This one has so much fucking hate towards it. It's insane, bro. Primarily because this Gears of War introduced like fucking some crazy ridiculous shit, like being able to hop off of fucking buildings, and like I think there was like assassinations you could do in this fucking game. It was very weird, unique. It was like the first step that the Gears of War franchise took away from like its core kind of gameplay feel, if you will. This started leaning a little bit more into like arcadey kind of. And I know a lot of people just didn't like that. But if I'm being totally honest, I didn't really mind it. It kind of felt a little fresh, a little different. It wasn't as good as the OG Gears of War, but like it wasn't as bad as a lot of people think it was. I honestly think I'm gonna put this in 7. Hmm. Gears of War 4. I think Gears of War 4 is like the biggest piece of dog shit, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I gotta switch this. No, I actually just have to fucking switch this, bro. Like, Gears of War 4 is so much worse than Gears of War 5. Gears of War 4 has a better story, don't get me wrong. Because Gears of War 5 story is fucking atrocious. But Gears of War 5 has the better multiplayer. And for that, like I don't know, man. I just have to fucking put Gears of War 4 lower. Like, I don't know if the story saves it. Um, yeah, it was just a terrible fucking game. I don't like introduction. I'm trying to like decipher it in my fucking mind. You know, it's like there's so many like little things that kind of like come up in my brain when thinking about a lot of these titles. And I'm really trying to like take everything into account because like every Gears of War is literally campaign, horde, and then versus. But it's like trying to add up the campaign, the horde, and the verses. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this campaign was dick, but it had a really great multiplayer, and the horde maps were like really good. So like, do we give that a bigger rank because 2 out of the 3 were good? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to like process that all in my fucking mind. So I apologize if I'm not coming off as fluid as I would like to be. Gears of War 3. If I'm being totally honest, Gears of War 3 was an absolute fucking masterpiece, bro. I have to put it at number 2. I know a lot of people don't think it's all that great, but for me, bro, the story was one of the best campaign stories I think I've ever played in my gaming history. So fucking heartfelt, bro. Every guy who has played this campaign, that has played every single Gears of War game beforehand, which was literally only 1 and 2, played part 3 and fucking wept when Dominic Santiago died. I don't care what anyone says. That fucking moment, Mad World playing, was absolute cinema. And for that reason, it's top 2 for me in terms of Gears of War. Gears of War 2. Scourge, Dizzy, Ty, Maria, fucking centipedes eating Carmine. I think I gotta put Gears of War 2 in top 3. Um, Gears of War 1. This is kind of crazy, right? I know what you're thinking, but like the OG Gears of War was an absolute masterpiece, absolute classic. Raven Down, like experiencing Raven Down for the first time, Marsh, War Machine, like just the introduction of these characters was so beautiful. Like the game was so gritty and raw. And honestly, like I just thought it was an amazing introduction to this franchise that till this day has a hold on so many people. It's no wonder why they remastered part 1 twice and haven't remastered the other 2. I really wish they would remaster the other 2 because I think that would kind of just go crazy. In today's age, I think the Gears of War community would absolutely love a remake of part 1 and of part 2 and 3, but we probably won't ever get it, which is kind of dick. Okay, now that I see these last 2, I'm going to have to rearrange a couple. But I'm gonna wait till the end to rearrange a couple. Okay, this you can't really see it, but this is Gears Pop. For a lot of you that don't know, people Can Fly, I believe, released Gears Pop, which is like the only way I can kind of like explain this is Clash Royale meets Gears of War. Literally, this was a phone game. I know what you're thinking. Um, this was a phone game that was literally Clash Royale, 1v1, take down your opponent's fucking tower kind of shit. I just thought it was so much fun. I thought it was so cool. This is kind of crazy, but like I think I gotta put it at number 8. And I don't regret that. If I'm being totally honest, I had more fun on fucking Gears Pop, twiddling my fucking thumbs, day in day out in the middle of I don't know, history class at school than I did playing these Crocs of shit. If I'm being totally honest, that might be a crazy statement. I don't care, bro. And Gears of War E-Day, which is a prequel to Gears of War 1, and what we are all hoping will bring Gears of War back, I'm going to put at number 4. Because if I'm being totally honest, this is just like, obviously, I can't know, but this is what I'm hoping and praying E-Day will be at when it releases. When it releases, I don't need like as of recording this, we don't have a fucking date on when E-Day is coming out, so we can only I don't know have hopes and prayers for it. If it comes out and it is somehow better than Gears of War 2, then we'll put it up there. If it's somehow better than Gears of War 3, then maybe I'll redo this ranking again and put it a little bit higher. But for now, that's where it's gonna stay. So at number 1, we have Gears of War 1. Number 2, we have Gears of War 3. At 3, we have Gears of War 2, 4, E-Day, hopefully 5, Reloaded, 6, Ultimate Edition, 7, Judgment Day, 8, Gears Pop, 9, Gears of War 5, 10, Gears of War 4, and then Gears of War Tactics, which is just fucking stupid. I don't even know why it's an actual game. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Look, I know this list is highly controversial. At the same time, if you do love Gears of War, you know that this shit is absolutely valid. And for that matter, I I think I did really good. Like I don't know, man. I think this is just so fucking valid. I think this is great. A good ranking, if you will. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions. If you have your own opinion, leave it down in the comment section and let me know if I'm an absolute dumbass for this ranking or if this ranking is actually kind of valid. Like I know a couple of these, like some people think Gears of War 2 is their absolute mecca. For me, I don't know, man. I didn't play 2 as much as I did 1 and 3, but I will say Brothers to the End on Gears of War 2 was one of the craziest fucking things I've ever played in my life. It was just so fun. An extra little section of the campaign that they just fucking sprinkled on at the end. Absolutely beautiful. Still, I just think Gears of War 3 is a little bit better. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That being said, that's the ranking. Thank you for your time. Ooh, wowzy, wowzy, wowzy. Bro, the throat's getting a little bit washed. Ugh. Mm-mm. Mm. Fuck, bro, my throat hurts. I'll probably do this one. And then probably just wrap it up, bro. Honestly. Only because my throat's a little bit cooked. How do I No, that won't do it. How do I No. Well. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to be ranking every single Resident Evil game I've played. Dude, there's so many fucking Resident Evil games. As you can see, I have not played them all. I am missing a few of the crucial ones. Forgive me. There are just so fucking many. It is so difficult to try and play them all. Also, like, I don't know, man. The old ones, I don't know. They look a little jank. I don't know, man. Okay, look, don't get me wrong. I love the Resident Evil franchise. I am just not what's the word? A Resident Evil gooner, right? I know there are a lot of gooners out there just absolutely tugging their meat to Leon and Wesker. I'm not one of them, man. I'm not one of them. But I will say the Resident Evil franchise is an amazing fucking franchise, and I thought it'd be fun to just rank the ones that I've actually played. I've played 14 of them, which is in fucking insane to say. I played 14, and I don't even think I played half of all of them. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm gonna start right to left. Right, I'm gonna start with OG Resident Evil 4, and then work my way to Resident Evil Resistance. All right. Starting out with OG Resident Evil 4, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my god, he literally started with Peak. For me, I don't know. Dude, if I'm being totally honest, I never finished Resident Evil 4, OG Resident Evil 4, and dude, it's just primarily just I just didn't like it. I know what you're thinking. Wow, oh my god, throw him in a fire. Wait, hear me out. I played OG Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 2, right? Like, oh my god. I don't remember the exact year. I just know I played this game on PlayStation 2. My cousin gave it to me. I tried it out and I was fucking terrified. Maybe that's why I just didn't think it was good, because when I played this, I don't know. I didn't even have any ball hair. So it was very scary. I just didn't like it. So instead, I took that game out and I plopped in Hitman Blood Money or Bloodlines or some shit. I don't know. One of you guys can look it up. I thought that shit was so cool, dude. Being a fucking agent and just murdering people, every kid's dream. Yeah, this shit was just terrifying to me. I never got to beat it. So I don't know if I can rank it super, super high. If I'm ranking it as that same child, I gotta rank it pretty low, which I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my god, the atrocity. I think I'm just gonna put it at like 11, right? I'm gonna put it at 11, not at 14. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room because honestly, like I know how good of a game it is. I just never got a chance to finish it. RE Verse. I'm not. Is this crazy? If I'm being totally honest right now, the only thing that is like coursing through my brain is RE Verse worse than Resistance? If I'm being totally honest, like which one takes the worst fucking spot on this ranking? I I think Resistance is gonna take the. Look, I know I said I'm gonna work my way all the way to Resistance, but like at the same time, like let's just get this fucking over with, right? RE versus Resistance was a total fucking dog shit. Someone insert the fucking Rock meme where he's like, "This is the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever seen," or whatever. Fuck. These games, I don't even think you could really call these Resident Evil. These are fucking just PvP deathmatch games where you can play as the Resident Evil character models. This was the dumbest fucking thing ever. I don't even know why these were created. Why did we waste money on these games when we could have had, I don't know, a remake of like one of the other ones or something? I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Nonetheless, Resident Evil Requiem. This is the latest release. Just came out. I just beat it not too long ago. The game, not my wiener. Stop thinking like that. Anyways, if I'm being totally honest, this might be one of the best Resident Evils I've ever played. Amazing fucking story. A long fucking story. Oh man, this is gonna be a fucking toughie, bro. Oh my god. Anyone who has played this game knows it is such a toughie in where to rank it in the Resident Evil franchise. For me personally, I think it's gotta be like top 3. Oh fuck, man. It's gotta be top 3. I don't know where in the top 3 this is gonna be. Dude, this is so fucking difficult. Uh, do I put it 3? Do I put it 2? I don't think this is number 1. I have a favorite that I know no one would even think of having it as their favorite, but it's just a favorite to me. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go number 2. I think this is like literally the second best Resident Evil I've like ever played. Like the whole gun fu with Leon dying was super fucking cool. I mean, I made a fucked up choice. Spoiler alert. But like just being able to swap between like first and third person and being able to go back after the game's finished and just like make a different choice. I thought that was like a super cool thing. Plus, like the game just looks so fucking great. They did so many like cinematic shots and like callbacks to the original not to the original, but to the other Resident Evils that I just thought it was so fucking cool. For that reason, I think Requiem has to go number 2, hands down. Resident Evil Biohazard. I recently played this one last year for the first time, which is kind of crazy because it's been out for a while. And honestly, I think, oh man, the only thing that holds this game back for me is the submarine section. I thought that was, oh my god, I almost quit the game because of the submarine section. I thought it was so fucking ass. Oh my god, dude. I still have like PTSD. Like, and don't get me wrong, this is probably a skill issue. It definitely is a skill issue. I just couldn't find out where the fuck to go on the submarine near the end of the game. After you choose to pick between fucking Zoe and I can't remember her name. Boothang. We'll call her Boothang. Yeah, when you're playing as Boothang on the ship, that was the most annoying fucking thing I've ever played in a video game. I literally almost gave up. I ran up and down that fucking game. I ran up and down that ship so many times. I got so frustrated. But it is still overall a really great game. I don't know, man. I think I gotta put like 7 out of like 5. I think I'm gonna put 7 out of 5. I think that's a really good spot for Resident Evil Biohazard. Beautiful game. Resident Evil 8. If I'm being totally honest, Resident Evil 8 is the Resident Evil that kind of like got me like back into the series. Um, after I played part 6, yeah, after I played part 6, I didn't play a Resident Evil till Resident Evil Village came out, which is kind of insane. It had been like almost a decade or something like that. And I don't know, man. I think it was just because of how Resident Evil 6 kind of turned out. But when I came back to Resident Evil 8 and played Resident Evil 8, bro, I thought it was fucking phenomenal. Oh my god. I thought it was such a good game. Like the graphics and everything and story. For that reason, I think I gotta put Resident Evil 8 at number 3, which is kind of nuts, right? Because like I know a lot of people think, okay, everyone thought it was great, but I don't think everyone thinks that it is anywhere near like top tier when it comes to like Resident Evil franchise games. But for me, honestly, like I had so much fun with it, and like it just being the game that brought me back to the series after so long, I gotta give it like extra fucking points for that. Because if I didn't come back to the series and play this, I wouldn't have probably played Requiem, or I wouldn't have like went back and really played a lot of these. So for that, I gotta give it. Like I said, this list is fucking biased to the bone. It's just what it is. Resident Evil 3. I'm not gonna say this game was bad. I think it was just so quick that it just didn't really give me that much. You know? Like I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this at like 7. It was good, but like I think I beat the game in like 3 hours or some shit like that. It kind of felt like it should have just been a DLC. Like I think Separate Ways Resident Evil 4 was fucking longer than Resident Evil 3. Like I don't know, man. And that might just be because I'm a slow player, or I guess I don't know. Resident Evil 3 was good. It just I wouldn't say it was great. Resident Evil Revelations 1. Fuck. I if I'm being honest, I really didn't like Revelations, bro. Like Revelations 1 just kind of felt like if if there was a Resident Evil filler fucking game, I think Resident Evil Revelations would be it. I just I don't even think I ever finished it. I remember starting it. I remember the boat. I just can't like remember an ending. It was just so forgetful. Maybe just my brain wanted to forget it. I don't, I don't fucking know, dude. Resident Evil 2. Oh my god. I recently played this for the first time ever, which is kind of insane. I know. My thing the only thing that's like stuck in my brain is Resident Evil 2 better than Resident Evil 4, which I have over there at the end. That is such a fucking toughie, bro. Oh my god. Um, fuck, dude. I okay. I think overall I had more fun with Resident Evil 4. So for that, I think I'm gonna put Resident Evil 2 at 6, which I know a lot of people are fucking I don't know punching their partner at the fact that Resident Evil Biohazard is above Resident Evil 2. Honestly, I might switch that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch that because I do just because fucking Biohazard had that one stupid ship, bro. And maybe if I picked the other person, maybe if I picked Zoe, maybe it would have been totally fucking different. But I didn't. I picked my boot thing for some fucking reason. And for that reason, I think Resident Evil 2 is better because I never had a single moment in Resident Evil 2 where I was like, oh my god, I want to rip my fucking eyeballs out. And I just had an overall great time. This is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. This is crazy. This is going to I think make a lot of people mad. I think I have to make another switch. Bro, Operation Raccoon City was a game where you played as like basically the bad guys. You were like these almost like anti-heroes, I guess you could say. Okay, anti-hero is probably a stretch, but you were playing as the bad guys, completing operations. This was like if I remember, a like 4-player co-op game where each character had their own different abilities. But like, I just remember playing like the PvP, and the PvP being so fun and different and new and crazy for its time, having like the ability to just go invis and do like these crazy like Splinter Cell esque assassinations, which I know what you're thinking. Wow, you just said the game felt like you were playing Splinter Cell, not a Resident Evil. I don't know. This was the first game where you were actually able to kill fucking Leon, which was kind of cool. Or Claire. You were able to kill Leon or Claire, and that is why this game is just like dead to a lot of people because they just love those characters so much. You know, gooners. But like for me, I thought it was like really fucking cool. You having the ability to actually kill the hero of the game was just different, bro. No other Resident Evil had that, at least to my knowledge. So for that, I just loved how unique it was, and I personally, I just had fun with it. Um, so that's why I put it at 7. It's so much better than Resident Evil 3. I don't care what anyone says. Resident Evil Revelations 2. This was kind of a weird episodic game. You're kind of going through one long story, but you're playing it in literal episodes. This wasn't bad. The story wasn't bad. I just think this style of Resident Evil was not it. Um, my thing is it worse than Resident Evil 6? Yeah, I think it's worse. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I know what you're thinking. Wow, you actually had to fucking think about that. Yes, only because Resident Evil Revelations 2 is like, okay, it the way the structure of the game is doesn't feel like very Resident Evil esque, right? Because it's like episodic and stuff. But at the same time, Resident Evil 6 is kind of the same way. It feels like very like episodic. It isn't, but like it feels very episodic. And then Resident Evil 6 kind of just feels like some like action fucking shooter game. Like there's no horror in Resident Evil 6. There's still some horror aspect in Revelations. So is 6 worse than 2? You know? Like maybe, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Resident Evil 6 is worse than Revelations 2 just cuz like it's just so like it's episodic, which doesn't even feel like Resident Evil, and then on top of that, it's like you can unlock fucking perks and shit. Like what are we doing, bro? And like you're gaining money for getting kills, and you're able to like do combos and add. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. Was it kind of cool? Yes. At the same time, it didn't really feel like you were playing Resident Evil. No horror aspect. Very just shooter. Kind of weird. I don't know. Resident Evil 5. Now, if you recall, I said I had a favorite Resident Evil, and that is Resident Evil 5. I have replayed Resident Evil 5 at least like 7 fucking times, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, that is a lot. Dude, I've gotten every single collectible. I've done every single thing that you could possibly do in this game. It is just like when you think about OG, like just like fun and like just like I don't know, like as a young kid, this game scary as shit, bro. When you're in like the shanty town and the fucking chainsaw guy comes out, oh my god, I was so terrified. I remember when I played the demo of Resident Evil 5, like before it even came out on like the Xbox 360, they had a demo for it. I remember playing the demo, and right after you kill the guy with the chainsaw, the demo ends, bro. Oh my god, like I played this game so fucking much as a child, and it's just like it's so beloved to me just for like nostalgia's sake. I recently went back and played it again on stream just last year, and it was still beautiful nostalgia. I went back and actually completed the DLCs, which I had never did before, the Lost in Nightmares and I can't exactly remember the other one. Just like slipping my mind right now. Either way, I went back and played not only the game, but I played the DLCs as well, and I had such an amazing time. It just like it's a game where like you really don't have to try. Is there that much horror? No, but it is still pretty intense. It's a great time to just play with a friend. It's a fucking amazing co-op experience. One of the best co-op games I've ever played in my life. I absolutely recommend it to anyone. Um, I wish they would have remastered part 5, but I mean, let's be honest, we kind of know why they can't. Um, but either way, the game still absolutely holds up. Still an amazing time, and for that, dude, it's just part 1 because it's just so dear to my heart. And we have Resident Evil 4, the remake. Since I never got a chance to beat part 4, the OG, when this came out and was remastered and everyone was going crazy, I got so happy because I was like, oh my god, I have a chance to right a wrong. You know what I mean? It was like if we're talking about Hot Tub Time Machine, right? There's like the Great White Buffalo. This was my Great White Buffalo, and when I got a chance to finally beat it, bro, Resident Evil 4 is an insane fucking game. It is amazing. Um, and I recently went and played the Separate Ways DLC as Ada, and dude, that shit was fucking amazing. This game was absolutely insane. I almost like feel so like I don't know. I regret not finishing it back then, but I mean, I was a kid. Shit was scary. Agent 47 just felt a lot funner at the time. Either way. And yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. 5, 9, 8, 4, 2, 7, Raccoon City 3, Revelations 2, Resident Evil 6, OG 4, Revelations, Reverse. And I mean, like, I don't even think anyone really likes to talk about these games, bro, because these are just so shit. Nonetheless, I know everyone and their mother is going to have a different opinion and say my list is not valid at all and I should just, I don't know, delete the fucking video. But if you actually watch the video, thank you for watching the video and let me know down below in the comment section what you would put in your rankings or if this is indeed valid. Yeah, all right. GG. Dude, I think that one was pretty good. Bro, my voice is like kind of gone. We might have to wrap it on that one. My voice is just fucking gone with the wind gun, bro. Shout out Kevin Costner. All right, guys. Look, this was gonna be a super short stream. I had planned it to be a super short stream. I just wanted to get on, rank a couple things, tier list a couple things. I got to do like 3 or 4 tier lists. And I still have more to do. But I think what I'm going to do is just finish those in Friday's stream. They shouldn't take long. Maybe like an hour of the time, hour of the stream will go to tier list in rankings. But it shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't take up like the whole fucking Friday stream. But yeah, we'll probably finish that up on Friday. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you guys for watching. Absolutely appreciate it. And I'll be back on Friday.